Every single day it is blowing up for Meghan and Harry. Their scheme is falling apart. They are exposing each other, the like of which we have never seen ever before. I have this new report. Actually, I will use a commentary from Dan Warden where he very, very clearly talks about this. In fact, his video, the last one, was titled "It's Blowing Up New War Between Harry and Meghan." Well, you can call it war, but what I do call it is Meghan is setting the stage for something big that she will pull on Harry. Whether it is divorce, whether it is blackmailing him, whether it is something even more serious. Let's take a look at this commentary from Dan Warden where he and Pidina is talking about that. Let's take a listen.
They're actually a lot worse, I think, than the mainstream media are letting on. Because I want to go into this revelation from Rob Shooter with you. And remember, he was the one who broke the news of the Netflix deal coming to an end. So he definitely has insiders there. And he actually says the entire As Ever brand is now teetering on collapse because it's out of cash with bills unpaid. He says her dream lifestyle empire spiraling into chaos, running out of cash, drowning in debt, facing lawsuit from unpaid vendors. One insider telling him it's a disaster, no leadership and no direction, no money, vendors haven't been paid in months.
She doesn't even have a CEO for her brand. How can she run a brand, if you want to call it a brand, I call it a trash, without a CEO? Because without CEO, you do not know the direction where your business is heading to, right? You do not know nothing. A lot of the things are being managed and organized by the head of a company.
Goes on to say, weak strategy and ballooning costs is what has turned it into a money pit. A former consultant revealing, this is interesting, P. Diner, they blew millions on PR without securing supply chains. It's business 101, and they skipped it. He says production has ground to a halt, investors have gone cold, and even Meghan's name has become a liability. Every misstep gets magnified. Unless she secures a last-minute lifeline, the brand could fold within months. This isn't just rocky, one insider says, it's already sinking. Now, I think this is fascinating detail, P. Diner, because what it points to is the fact that she was so wrong to never appoint a co-chief executive to work alongside her because she thought she could just do it. And she is so massively out of her depth. Now, I guess where I slightly disagree is I don't think she will let this fold. I think she's got money in the bank to keep pumping in, but it is clearly running at a loss. And this reminds me of Victoria Beckham's fashion business in the early days when for years and years and years, it ran at a massive loss, which was effectively paid for by David Beckham. It is a vanity project, P. Diner.
Absolutely. I mean, he just actually said it, Dan Warden, that this is all about Meghan Markle. All she's trying to do is create some buzz. She is no entrepreneur. She is nobody. She doesn't have any skill. She's in all of this just to show her face, just to make headlines. But unfortunately, she's doing it for all the reason. She's coming on the headline for all the reason.
Well, we know that Meghan Markle is going to be releasing a Christmas special of her show With Love, Meghan. Kinsey, I bet you can't wait for this one. This is all part of her new deal with Netflix. Now, this is interesting because it's expected to clash with Princess Catherine's annual Together at Christmas carol service, which will be held at Westminster Abbey in December. Some royal experts have labelled this pretty vicious of Meghan. What's your take?
Yeah, there's a pattern of Harry and Meghan rolling out projects that clash with royal events. That's why Prince Harry, according to the Mail on Sunday, is offering his schedule, his calendar to the royal family to avoid these clashes in the future as an olive branch.
Well, Harry is sharing his personal diary not because he wants the monarchy to know what he's up to, but he wants to know. It is the other way around. He wants to know who is doing what, when, exactly where, so that he can pass that information to his wife, and his wife can make those plots against the monarchy. That's exactly why Harry wants to share his personal diary. Never, ever ever trust this man-child. You can't. You simply can't.
Walked into that room expecting admiration. She left with her reputation shattered again. Meghan Markle's sudden appearance at the HBO Max Emmy nominee celebration was not only unannounced but unwelcome. From the very first moment she stepped through those luxury ballroom doors, the tension was palpable. It wasn't red carpet magic, it was red flag chaos. Guests stood stunned. A-list actors blinked in disbelief.
This is something that we have seen before, that Meghan Markle will show up uninvited. This time she was massively booed and heckled, according to this particular reporting. And she showed up uninvited at HBO Max Emmy nominee award. I would not be surprised, even though I cannot verify or confirm this reporting myself, but I will not be shocked at all if that happened, because of what happened in the past. She has a track record of humiliating herself, getting booed. Nothing is new, really. So yeah, this is the news I just want to show or share with you there. Now, there is another report saying that Meghan Markle was publicly humiliated after Netflix hits back hard over season 2 collapse.
Now, let's be clear. Netflix didn't start off planning to humiliate Meghan. In fact, they gave her everything she wanted. Big budget, total creative control, and even the power to structure episodes however she liked. She chose to shoot all the episodes in bulk, treating season 2 more like part 2 of season 1. One big shoot, split into segments. Efficient? Maybe.
I wish more senior women knew.
I don't really want to talk about Netflix season 2 of Meghan Markle, because there is really nothing there to talk about. Simply because she is going to continue on copying somebody else's work. She's going to always continue on doing things that some other people already did. So let's not talk about that thing, those kind of trashy stuff anymore.
The people that know what they're talking about, and perhaps maybe then you'll have success. But Meghan doesn't want to do these things. She wants to be the one calling all the shots. I think she has an expectation there that she's not going to get, especially not now in this age with social media. And so there's just a lot of accountability or things that Meghan needs to do that she's just not willing to do. And she's going to see herself fail at it. And I think the only way to find success truly is to humble yourself, come from a place of humility, and don't feel like you have this expectation. I mean, we could tell by how she lived within the royal family. She had an expectation of getting paid for doing walkabouts. Right? I mean, she does not want to do to pay
revealed
her
by
dues.
Valentine Lowe, of course. That's what she was saying during that failed tour to Australia. How can I not be being paid for this?
Yeah, I mean, the tour of Australia, South Africa, all of the tours that she made while she was with the family, royal family, they were not just paid, but Meghan and Harry, they were demanding the royal family to give them a special protection. I think that is what they are now using as an excuse for IPP status, because according to them, in their head, if you gave us a special security that time, we should get it now. Even though these delusional, duplicitous duos, they fail to understand that at that time they were working royals. They're not working royals anymore. But who can convince or really slap this man-child and wake him up? I do not know. Maybe even if you pour the entire water from all of the oceans on the world, in the world, and you pour it on his face, I don't think he will still wake up. Just kidding. Subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video.